Right, good evening, ladies and gentlebeats. It is that time again, UIRL F1. Here at the start of season 2020. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Oh, I'm assuming they're just gonna. Oh, it's okay. They're just gonna jump into Season 20, can you believe it, here in Silverstone? Race one of the season. Let's hope for a good one. We've had some good races in the past here. Right. Wow, there's usually at least one driver on this on the track by now. Oh, here we go. Leave me pending. What do you mean you're out of quality already? Silverstone, the home of F1. Not my favourite layout of this track. The favourite one included our 16th. Hey, that was clever. Yes, what was I saying? Yeah, my favourite layout of this track of Silverstone ever was with Bridge Corner in it. I missed that section. I didn't like the village or the loop or whatever you want to call it. No, you know the score, Calvin. I don't care if you get. Sorry, Penguin, if you get from first to last or last to first. And if you got penalties, you get fucking nothing, except ridicule. Let's jump on board with control as he can. I didn't know what I've now. The only other thing I can do is turn the actual game completely fucking off. Yeah, but that happens quite a lot. Only not to me this time. It normally happens to me though. I have done that. What do you think I fucking do every week when you lot whinge about the levels of audio? I just think to myself, I fucking do without it. I do it for it every fucking time. I can't hear the game actually. It's fucking really real for me. But seriously, I have tried everything except turning the game volume completely off, and then that would just be ridiculous. Right, anywho. Control, crosses the line, there's your benchmark at 28.2. Who else we got in there? There we go. Oh, I should have been away. On board with McLaren. a minute, that's just me now. Cross the line, only third at 28.9. That's more than we want. Tonsil Tickler hits the top of 28.226. Remember, this is only to get into the top 10. On the right trajectory before he changed it and invalidated his lap. Gio goes to the top. 28. Can't actually remember what the thing's supposed to be. 28.7 for Leon. Oh, 27.4. It should be. Matter paddle boy there. Good evening, paddle boy, first of all, you know. Could have said good evening before swearing on the track. Thank God. Thank God nobody reads the track. Line 27.667. What a lap. What did I say it was? 27.4. He's not far off Jonah's prediction. Very nice. Very nice. What? Where's Ward Joseph? Oh, he's already invalidated that lap. I see some things never change. Excellent. Up to second. It's a shame we lost that bit time with that bit understeer. But Joe's gone for it again, I think. Net Office warns Arctic blast will bring snow to the nuclear. There we go. That's something to look forward to, isn't it? A bit of hyper. Trouble at top spot. No one. That was shit. Yeah, just over a second so far. You're right there. Just over a second between first and 11th at the minute, to be fair. Oh, this is. I hope he didn't just do that in the last section because it might not let him start the new one. Well, it'll let him start it, but whether it's going to. Anyway, the reason it's so close between first and last is because Jimmy does such a fucking good job at equalising it. I mean, it's kind of easy. To be honest, it's kind of easy. Yeah, art. Time before he put the power down. 2.5 minutes left. This first session, second session, whatever. Stays 30 to 29. Julia's in the pits. He's just had a go. Yeah, it's just not on the level. Oh, Paddle, when did Paddle sneak into second ahead? See? That is so close. Invalidated lap. I'm not going to go invalidated lap. What's the point? Yes. I haven't seen it horrors yet, have you? Don't have suit. Well, that'll make it see. Him and Joe. Yes, you can. Jumps up to 8. See if we can get into the top 10. Just going to have to knock Littlewood. They're very close. See Joe and Leon. Dangerously close to Garnoot. the hell did he get it? The track limit switched off or something. What's going on here? That's too very ridiculous track limits. They've got on the way with too many drivers. And it. Skate close to the edge. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? Stays intent. Can Joe displace him? No, he can't. That's it, end of it. Everybody has done one. So you're 5 that are root. Joe, Leon, whoa, Jonah and Bob. Bob didn't bother. He's like, look, I'm going to be last. Just leave me the fuck alone. Good out, Joe. Love Joe. Are we waiting for little Horace Clark to get in the pits by the look of it? Then to the top 10 shootout. Pole position. Control at the top there, 2075. He's so close to Jonah's predicted time. So I'm assuming we're going to get to Jonah's predicted time to meet actually. So, like I said, Control took the top spot there, and you know what I mean? I did, so we'll do it the English way. So it's Joe, Leon, Whoa, Jonah, and Whoa Bob. Who to Q1? And as the professionals say, right, on to qualify Q3. Top spot is needed. Top spot is aimed for. Who's going to get it? Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck cares? I'm impartial. I care about nobody. Wait 12 minutes to make a difference. Of course, with this bunch of hoodlums, top spot, like, pole position means nothing, because rarely does pole position man win the race. That's how it is. Never now with this bunch of fucking hoodlums, seriously. I must just mention as well the Twitch thing, if you need to verify your age. And I also have to verify my age to watch my own fucking channel. And I'm 60 years fucking old, for fuck's sake. Last time I was ID'd for anything was Adam was a boy. Dinosaurs still ruled the earth. You know what I mean? You know. And for the first time since not being ID'd, I haven't got any ID because my driving license ran out and I need to renew it, and I haven't yet. So I've got no ID, so I can't even verify my age on my own channel. How's about that? What a fucking bunch of shit. Okay, now. It's a shame the government weren't so fucking particular about fucking putting paedophiles next to fucking schools, isn't it? You know what I mean? Anyway, fuck that. Let's jump on board Alex and let's see how he gets on. gonna cross the line. 20. Oh, not me. 27-1. That is your benchmark, boys and girlies. Cross the lane. Only third. It looks like Alex put in a decent lap there. Thompson got second, 27-8. That's nice. Still a lap here. First try. Fourth. Just another stunning lap by out there. Nope, only second. Still quicker than Q1 time, or his Q1 time, I should say. Over his teammate. It's kind of close at the top here, like, gotta say. Has actually done a lap. Just under 6 minutes to go of this Q3 session. Everybody is on and out. Yeah, that's what you get for being so fucking good then, Alex, isn't it? You know what I mean? You look at you not putting a rubber in Reliant for next fucking week, honestly. Right, was that coming in? Red Bull, is it? Sun was in my eyes, I couldn't see. And if you bleed back, I love the fact that they come out with their petrol in the car. You can see the red light flashing and read it. Look, you can guess when the lap. And he hasn't. Well, he's got a bit. Okay. Maybe he's realised. Yeah, he was on and out that little horse. And somebody that's kept his battery and got enough petrol to heat it. Sometimes, you know, Alex, it's shit happens that you're out of your control. My philosophy is don't fucking impress me, just get with it. You know what I mean? Sometimes, and you get cold. It's not over yet, mate. There's just under 3 minutes left again. Anybody could do that yet. Somebody's done it. I haven't seen it. It's not as easy as it sounds. Third. It's not that bad, are we? Invalidated it. It's probably I see. I'm only going to do one lap before he's... Oh! Right at the end. Yay. See, if Father Boy wasn't still on track, then he's in 10th, but he's not on track for the pit, so anybody, 127, 130, right up. It's going to happen. No is the answer, only a fifth. Only eighth. What about Atlee? Is Atlee on a lap or is he just... He's going to finish his lap. Oh, wait. Pretty sure that's not going to get pulled. So, I would have been validated all off the track. Okay. Okay, now. Anywho, that is qualifying, and Alex takes the top spot with a 127, 133. He will definitely be in a Robin Reliant next week. So, alongside him on the front row is Atlee, and then we've got Tonsil and Little Horrors. Geo's in fifth, and then we've got Nick in sixth, Control seventh, and then followed by Tribe, Yo Boy, or Yay Boy, or just Pogie, and Paddle Boy, who just decided to do the one lap and invalidate it because, you know, that's just what he wanted to do. Look how close that is, though. What, first to ninth? Right, that is qualifying over. And as long as nobody actually touches the red button and ready's up on the grid, the lads are going to have a quick 5-minute break, as usual. Not usual. I'm not doing the national anthem this season, and I'm not doing Crofty. Just, yeah. Just I haven't got any updated either one of them, so I'm just going to let it go this time. So, yep. If you've got things to do, now's the time to do it. And I'll see you in a couple of minutes on the grid. Indeed, you did, Paddleboy. Well invalidated. I know that's not what you said, but that you did. Well invalidated. That'll teach you to just do one fucking lap in qualifying, won't it? Poor Alex is getting stick in the Discord chat for being too quick. You know, pole position doesn't mean you're going to win the race. I mean, we've seen it in real life many times. Look at Lando. Okay, he's a champion, but he didn't win from pole very often, did he? But he's not the only one. Charles Leclerc does it all the time. You know, gets pole, look at me, I'm so fast, and then doesn't win the race. You know, so well done for pole, but like if you can carry that through the race, well then you're in deep shit. Points isn't given out in quali, only given out for the race. Yeah, then marshals must be red hot in them big ass jackets. I know how hot them jackets are. I was supposed to wear one on the building site so people could see me so they wouldn't run us over. But the dude there, all in orange, he must be sweating his nads off, seriously. Because it looks a nice day in Silverstone today. This is Jonah, just I think to tell people we can ready up, I think. Yeah, we can, yep, we can. If we are ready, we can go. Let's see how long it takes them out to ready up. They're quick enough if you push the A button when they're not supposed to. I didn't take that line, did it? Excellent. Let's see what tyres Peeps is on. Look at that, I was not expecting the softs. Again, mostly on the mediums, a couple on the hards. Jonah's usually on the hards at the start. Softs, I wasn't expecting. 16. That'll be what Boris was getting in the chat. Right, you're great. There's your pole position, man. The poor lad who's getting so much stuff in the Discord. It's Alex. Hell of a you've got to applaud the laugh. Followed by Atlee. I tell you what, Atlee's doing a lot better in the Ferrari than he ever did in the Red Bull. So good. And then we've got Thompson and there's a little horrors there. Yeah, with Nick, Control, and then Tribe, Hoagie, Paddle Boy, and Joe on his field. Whoa, I'm going to have to stop doing it like that. Unless he does something really great in the race. And then we've got Jonah, not a good qualifying for Jonah. Not to worry, never count him out. As I've said a million times in the streams, never count this man. And then we've got Bob, who's bringing up the rear. Let's hope we get like 4 wide through maggots and Beckett as we did a pre-season a couple of seasons ago, and that was just fantastic. Except all I had outside my door was dogs, because they're the only person that could hear my voice by the time I got that high. That excited, my voice went so high, it was ridiculous. All the neighbourhood dogs outside the front door, it's crazy. Nope, they're not. Nope, commentator's curse doesn't fucking exist. That was just made up by a loser. Right, watch for the lights. Right, we are away, round 1, season 20. Everybody gets off the line at Red Bull was a little bit slow off the line at the back, but Alex steams into turn 1 in first, followed by Atlee. Challenged by Tonto. Can Tonto get out of here on the outside? I'm not sure he can. The Ferrari had a bit of a twitch, give it just enough. Red Bull was going to come up and have a go at Atlee as well. So it's Alex, Tonto and Atlee, top 3. The Little Horrors and Gio in 5th. I'm going to leave it there for a minute. You never know what the leaders are going to do when I'm not watching them, because indeed I don't. Where was I? Yeah, Control in 7th, and then we've got Cody in here. Bo in 9th, Paddle in 10th. We've still got Forrest, Leon, Tribe, Jonah in the middle, places here. Bob, and Joe's dropped 5 places from us. Return for Joseph at the beginning. It's a great half of that. These two are making it. Johnson gets away with it. Oh, excuse me. Everybody seems to have made it through the first lap, which is nice. Ferraris, goes to tail there. Still Alex in front from Tonsil. Little Horace does it. Top. Went from 16th to 10th to 16th. No idea. No, absolutely no idea. Why break the habit? So, that 2 DRS is now, of course, enabled. Tonsil get past. Can still run the outside of the inside next. It's the lead from Alex, and now he's got Little Horrors all over his gearbox. Atlee is still there, everybody's still there. I see Gio and then Control. Nick there in 7th with Forrest. Hoagie. Leon. Tribe. Jonah hasn't been great. Joe's made a couple of places up from the back that he dropped in. That's Paddle Boy doing a Paddle Boy and spun run or something. Doesn't look like he's got any damage. So not expecting him into the pits, but you know, Paddle Boy, if he doesn't have a good first lap, he doesn't like it. So it's still, it's new, sorry, yeah. Oh, it's still Tonto to the Little Horace is past Alex in the 2nd. Yes, dropping Alex to 3rd, but Atlee is still on this gearbox. 31. 550, that'll drop there again, 31 198 for Florence. Wasn't quite expecting it on the same bubble lap, but there you go. Tonsil almost did a DRS from Little Horrors, Alex and Atlee battling. Right up his tracks. Still down. Excellent. He's still got all 65 of the track. What happened, Paddle Boy? He killed me. I'm assuming you did a Paddle Boy and made a mistake. Where are we? Lap 3 of 26. Tonsil, Little Horrors, and Alex is still in the top 3. And then the 2 Ferraris. We're going to get track limits of fences. The hanger straight. Is that Little Horse going to the side? Probably one of the fight didn't quite get there. Tonsil managed to have enough energy. Oh, there's your first one. Whoa! I mean, I'm expecting an awful lot more than that we need, to be fair. Come on, if you've watched these streams before, you'll know these lads kind of fucking stay within the right lanes. For anything. There you go, there's it. Now they're coming. Here they come. I'd like to ring up a betting shop and find out how many people by the end of this race won't have a track limit. Not to worry for that for new lap 4. Tonsil, Little Horace, Attlee. Oh, Attlee knew up. Where's Attlee? Alex is doing it. Dropped a couple of places on that last lap. Swirling Forest. Side by side. I think it's like he's lost his empty. Oh no. Yes, he has. It's a fast circuit. It's some really fast flowing corners and you probably need all the downforce you can get. But he seems to be managing it through. Loses out the Forest here. Still got Poggy, Nick, Tribe in 10th. And we've still got Leon and Joe up the 12th new. Joe's 14th. He's having a nearly out beginning of the season. But he's on hard tyres. I mean, you know, it's a calibre. There he is. He's looking for drivers. I don't know why. He's trying to look. Oh! Yeah. Actually, if you think about it, when Nick comes into the pits and gets a 10-second penalty, you can guarantee he's not coming back. So the first casualty of the Silverstone. Little Horace is still out front. Actually, he's taking the lead off Tonsil. I'll get it with his legs. It's only been 20 seasons. So Little Horace, Tonsil, and Attlee is your top 3 new. Attlee's teammate behind him. Alex is trying. They're 200 position. 60. Forest is. I don't know what it's going to say. It's just that is Whoop. Tribe has gone off to Narnia. He's a weird to see. The white ice cream in Narnia. Still ahead of Paddleboy, though. So, at 5, at 6 new, up 26. Little Horace, Tonsil, and Attlee are still the top 3. And I tell you what, Gio is still hanging on to their coattails in 4th. Forest still trying to catch him up 5th. He's got another yellow flag. Oh, that'll be Tribe. Yeah. There's Tribe. Oh, Leon's in the pits. Now Tribe's in the pits. Tyre shot the shit. No, he's had enough. Right. So 2 drivers out. Tribe in there. We've still got 14 racing for the top spot with Little Horace, Tonsil, and Attlee. The top 3 with Gio still right there. Excellent. Still got 4 in it for the win. Still got Forest 1.5 seconds behind the top 4 new with Alex 6th. Drop back to Forest and then controls catching Alex new with look at him. Oh, look at E. Joseph. Woohoo! And then Row 9th, Bob in the last point. I'll tell you what, Bob's not finished yet. Jonah and Bob are both getting past. Woe's back on Jonah. Who's that coming? Control. Back to your leaders. Horace with 1/2 second from Tonsil. This could be a good matchup there, good race to beat these full. Like I said, Attlee is doing so much better than Ferrari than ever did. And his teammates behind him, so Ferrari, unlike real life, are actually doing who we got next? Forest. He's 1.8, he's not making any time. Then we've got Alex. His teammate, Joe's to catch Alex by just over 1.5 a second behind his teammate. Well, you'll have DRS when we get to the hangar. Bob up there in 8th now with Jonah in 9th. And this Bogey in 10th, hanging on the back of them two. There's battles all up and down the field. Then we've got Control, who I think's Andy Pittman. And then Paddleboy, Leon, and Whoa. And then that's 26. Can that Aston be anything about the Red Bull ahead? No, he's going to have to be quicker than this. He's going to have to be closer than that when he comes off the maggots. But it's complex, but he jumps into the pits. That's going to give Tunsil the lead of the race. With the 2 Ferraris chasing him doing hard now. Not sure how the tyres are going to go down here. I didn't think the tyres were going to be that bad. Oh, Bob, what are you doing? 10 seconds speed in it. I mean, it is so easy to speed in the pit lane. It is good to see Joe back, although he did start from the back. He's doing how he does. Where is he? In 4th. He didn't have such a good first couple of laps. He dropped quite badly, to be fair. Oh my God. Gio's getting past Atlia. Must have seen it. I wasn't looking, so we're on them three, so that's good. That means you lot saw it and I didn't. So it's Tunsil, Gio and Atlia. That is your top 3 for now. Of course, these haven't stopped the floors. Of course, these haven't stopped the floors. Okay. Joe's just there in the background. He's starting to creep up on the guys ahead. With Jonah, Bogey and Little Horace. With Forest Control and Alex from pole all the way to the 10th. And then we've got Paddle, Leon, Whoa, and Bob. Back your leaders. That's how close Joe's getting on now. Actually, it was 2.5 seconds off the back of these 3 before, just when I looked. He's made up a second on that lap. He's gunning for it. Gio comes into the pits. From where it's at the second. Joe the 3rd, of course, like I said. Everything's got a pit. It is the rules. And we don't have red flags in this league, so we can't choose the fucking tyres with the red flags, which is a ridiculous fucking thing to do. But there you go, and that's just my opinion. Although other people have had the same opinion. It's a fucking stupid rule. Anyhow, Tunsil, Atlee, Joe, that for me is the top 3 with Jonah in 4th. Actually, let's have a quick look to see who has actually stopped. Just to, there you go, just the top 4 have not stopped yet. Jonah's on the lead. Actually, he always has stopped. He's not in the top 40 either. So Jonah's going to be going long on hard tyres. He was quite a long way off the top 3 to be fair. So it was 7 seconds. Tunsil's not pulling away from Atlee. Tunsil normally likes it in front, coming there on his front wing. Normally gets away. He's not getting away there to eat. Because he's still got Atlee hunting him down. And Joe hunting the pair of them too. Jonah, 4th, dropped a few tenths off the back of the top 3 there. And in the top 3, not bad, maybe got to get off. Yeah, that would have been a start for Joe because he's dropped the second that he made up on that last lap. He dropped it on that one game. So now, Tunsil and Atlee gone at it. Full beans, 1st and 2nd, trying to get enough distance into the race so that they can change tyres and come back close to the lead. That's the race Little House going to take the lead when they are pit up. So Tunsil, Atlee and Joseph is still there. He's got his new pedals. Still can't throw a fucking bottle for his life. There you go. 4th is Jonah. Oh, you shitbags. Did you see that? Did you see that, ladies and gentle peeps? They waited till I wasn't looking and they changed position. And then Tunsil Gans really behind. must have a couple of warnings in hand there, but you know, and he's got past into rear. He's almost 2 seconds ahead of Tonto now. What's happened to Tonto to that? Because now Joe's out his gearbox, up his rear wing, and he's going to blast past the Aston. Well, wonder what happened to Tonto there. And I went a little bit wide at Cox, but no, that's good. Yes, his tyres are giving up the ghost, of course. That's always a possibility. It's coming in. These 2 down street under the no, Atlee's coming as well. It's, what's Joe? Joe's on mediums as well. So, Joe will still be happy with his tyres. He takes the lead for now, but he's the only one that hasn't pitted yet. Who's that behind him? Guess who that is behind him? Yes, it's fucking Joe. I told you, don't let him up. But he is on hard tyres. He also still has to pit. That'll be the only 2. That's putting Little Horrors in a good place. When the top 2 come in, so it's Joe, Jonah, and Little Horrors is your top 3 for now, with Forrest 4th, Gio with 5th. And Alex, who had pole position, will do the 6th. We've got another yellow. Oh, there you go. Actually, I pulled it by lap 11. Cynical bastard, Neely. Then we got control it at 7th. Over there. Leon 9th, 10th is at the end, and the non-points is Thompson, Bogey, Bob, and Paddle. That's how far will Joe again on these tyres. Like I said, he hasn't been racing for a while. He wasn't getting on very well with the hand controls. And he's managed to get his pedals working. Is he coming in? He's coming in. Should put, unless Jonah jumps in behind him. Not expecting Jonah in yet. So that's going to promote Jonah to the lead. Now he really needs to get a wriggle on and blast some perfect times in to see where he comes after his pit stop. Joe's not going to stop. Oh, he has there, he's just stopped. So that promotes Little Horrors up to 2nd. I should give Forrest 3rd. Where's Joe going to come back out? Can we do the pit lane now? Where's he at? He's 3. Good job, I came onto them. Side by side, no touchy, no feely. Excellent. Overtake on that. Who's that to get in there? It's Atlee. Nice move there by Atlee. Told you, Ferrari really suits this kid. Is DRS up? Is he going to get past? Well, yes, he is. Just drives past the legs. Oh, that Alpine was a little bit too over ambitious there. It was a long way back. It was way through there. Just hits the back of what? It's probably damaged his front wing. Something flew off the front wing. I don't know if it's just a game pretending or what. Oh, there's the Aston Tonto. Here we go. Side by side through maggots and baggots. Actually, yeah, there you go. Look, the Alpine's lost his front end plate. That's what I was saying earlier. You need the end plate run here. The downforce is essential with these fast corners. Harry really stops it. He's going to have to keep going, I think. It's just hope for the best. Right. So when will Jonah go? How far will Jonah go? From Little Horrors, 3.5 seconds. Keep an eye on that. And then Forrest is in 3rd. With Gio in 4th. And then Alex is back. Hey, Alex. Get control starting and bothering. Actually, control didn't change his front wing, so he must think it's Harry to go. Either that or Alpine don't have enough money or whatever. Giving up. 3 out with the race. Here we go. Lunge to the inside. Give him enough room, young'un. Oof. I think we get away with it. I think there was enough room given there, to be honest. I think it was just a little bit of oversteer by control. But they both got away with it. Hang on. This is an unconventional place to go for it. And he went for it. Oh, that was a bit close to our place. Yeehaw! through Maggots and Bennett's again. Control in 5th, new Alex doing in 6th. Control seems to have managed to control his car with the front downforce being a bit compromised. Alex Gant's back. Oh no, he doesn't. He didn't quite have enough. Side by side through still. Well, yeah, it looks like Alex just have managed to keep ahead. John has jumped into pits. When's he going to come back? But it's still Horace new in front of Forrest and Gio. That's your top 3. These 3 are back together again. There's your new fastest lap at 1:30.620 by Gio. 7th at the minute. DRS up once again along the Wellington. A movement from the top 3. It's 3:10, nearly 10.5 seconds ahead of 4th place Alex now. With control and Atlee and Joe behind him. Joe, hang on, what's going on? How's Joe managed to get 2 places in one for him? He's done it. Jumps from 7th to 5th. I wish I'd wanted. I mean, that was a DRS obviously. 2 cars at once. That's quite impressive, if you ask me. So, he's behind his teammate. Oh, who's that guy wide there? That must have been control guy wide. Place that out there. That is a problem with the front end plate missing. Understeer. There, understeer. I think I nearly got me under and the overs rang there, to be fair. Joe's past it. Alex. Oh, Joe! Wow! What a save by Joe! How the fuck did you save that, you fucker? Wow, that is an unconventional way through still. Fucking total opposite lock sideways. Not the quickest way, obviously, because he lost 2 places to Atlee and Alex. Love it. You're gonna love it. These guys are just absolutely fucking mental. Where are we? Top 3, still Little Horace, Forrest and Gio. These 3 new pulling away. Hang on. Forrest can't the outside. It's not going to work out. And it's just hold the inside lane. It's Gio, sorry, just sitting there thinking, yeah, you 2 kick the shit out of each other and I'll sit here and watch. And then I'll just take it when you're not looking. Look at them 2 going way off the track. Where's that Red Bull going? I'll make up your own track, lads, why don't you? That gives Forrest a little bit of breathing space, but Little Horace is still within DRS of him. Maybe that is a bit, I think he might be a bit far back. We'll have to wait and see. Yep, actually quite a long way back. So all he's coming to his inside, not quite. Go better of it. Thompson gets himself a 3-second penalty and then Red Bull comes into the pits. Wonder why he's not there again. So, look, hang on. It'll be, yeah, Forrest. Forrest leading with Joe right behind him. Of course, with that middle, with Little Horace going into the pits, that makes that twice as much gap between the 1st and 2nd. Joe somehow managed to get himself up in 3rd. I don't know how he's done it with that sideways and still, but there again. That's more Joe. New fastest lap, 30.004 by Joe. So it's Forrest, Gio, and Joe. There's your top 3, although Joe is 11-second gap behind the top 2. Yeah, the top 2 with Atlee still in 4th place, chasing Jordan with Thompson. I'll tell you what you've got to do with Joe, you just got to put him under pressure. And he will spin. That's road spinners, and we haven't seen him for a while. He almost left up his David Stowe a couple of laps ago, but he managed to hold that. I don't know how he managed to hold that, to be fair. Hell of a save today again. Tonto Lou in the 5th with Alex Bogey. Jonah up the 8th, all alone on the track. He looks like everybody else has gone fucking home. And then Little Horace, who's just pitted again. I don't know why he pitted again. With Paddle in 10th. That's the last points paid. And then we've got Control in 11th, Bob and Leon bringing up the rear. And Leon's got a 5-second, a 10-second penalty for speeding. Forrest, it's almost been 2 stop race anyway. again, the top two are coming into the pits. So that's going to promote Joe up the first. Definitely. It's Atlee New up the second. Yeah. I hate this pit lane, the way it does it. You've got to wait for the ball to go past before you can actually tell where they're all. But Joe, first race back on the grid is, and I don't know how he did it after that sideways action in store. Perhaps again, but he's in first. And he's with the DRS of Atlee. This is looking good for Joseph on his first return, first race on the, fuck off. On his return, his first race on his return. That's as close as I'm going to get that. Tonto's still in third. His penalties are going to start messing with people's places soon. With Alex still there in fourth, Pogie and fifth. Jonah up to sixth now with Forrest and Horace. Gio and Paddleboy is in the last point paying position for now. With control, Bob and Leon. Where are you, leader? There he is, second and a half. Gio's pulling away. Leon's new fastest lap at 1:29.764. He's coming doing all the time. Now let's hope Joe doesn't have to stop at the end. But you didn't, do you? I mean, I wasn't expecting 2 stops twice in the week, but hey, I was fucking wrong again. So, I've never been so wrong in my life as I ran when I started this bit of commentating shit. We got Tonto's third. Alex is still I think Alex is going to put the penalties. He's near it's only lap 26. Loads of time to gain yet. Poogie on his first race of the week, staying our read. In fifth. Jonas 36th, Forrest and Horace, Gio, Paddle, and then control Bob and Leon. Still 13 of the 16 that started. We got free Hoot, Roll, Tribe, and Nick. Shit happens. 2.2 now the leader has over Atlee. Again, like I say, it depends on the tyre conservation, doesn't it? Others have gone in for 2 stops. Let's see what happens to Joe. Although I'm surprised them tyres aren't wrecked. Formula 1 cars don't like going sideways on their tyres, it wrecks them. But Joe seems to have managed. It's 2.6 out front from Atlee now. And Tonto and Alex. He's got a bit of a gap over there. So, Boogie's got this was recovery harvesting, I should say. At the start of the straight, that's not the best thing to be harvesting. The RS straight, they two have both jumped in the pit, so it's going to be a 2 stops. Oh, well, that's fucked that up. He's not the first one, I think that's about the 3rd or 4th one we've seen in it. Like I said, it isn't that easy to get it down to that fucking, down to the limiter on that line, because you come in at such a speed. And although one cars can stop on a game, they don't stop on a panel, you know what I mean? They're a pain in the ass, you just suddenly think, right, hit the brakes now, and then you go, oh, fuck, 10 seconds. Shit happens. So 3.1, Joe's lead now in front from Atlee. Still gone. Round of applause for Atlee. Still gone. And then who's in third? Tonto's in third. He's actually starting there. Trying to close that gap to Atlee just a smidge. And then Forrest 8 seconds behind with Joe now. Right up is Jackson. So one of them's made a mistake, or one of them is just super quick. And they've got little Horace Cant's way out wide there. Pretty sure that could have been a warning. If it wasn't, then fucking hell, stewards, what are you looking at? Gio New doing it 7th. Yeah, little Horace and Gio in the pits. What do I know? But I do know that little Horace has got past, and Gio got past Gio. 2 on 1 DMS straight. Got past Gio a bit. Atlee is somehow up to 8th. Didn't know how this was happening. He's a sneaky fucker as well. He just spins early on in the race and then somehow creeps his way back into the points. There you go. And then we've got Alex in 9th with control 10th, and then we've got Bodie, Bob and Leon, and now the 3-second penalties are flying out. Still plenty for me to choose from, of course, but still plenty of times. Lap 20 or 26. Joe here, 3.5 seconds from at least to penalty free, of course. It's good. With Tunsil in 3rd. I think Tunsil's only got 1 penalty, so as long as he can keep that gap and more penalties to Forest, he should stay on the podium. We'll see in about 7 laps in front of the one that after his second pit stop, and Gio 56th. Jonah there in 7th. And then we've got paddling here, Alex in control in the last points being position here. And then we've got Purgy and what happened there? Purgy went round. Yeah, this is it all the time. It's a strange place to began with, but there we go. I guess it happens. Bob 12th, bringing up the Leon, who has a penalty as far as I know. 10-second penalty, I mean. Lap 21 of 26. And more Joe, it is nice to see Joe back on the grid. Although he comes back if he wins the race, it'd be like, fuck off. Did a really crap job in quali. But who cares? Like I said before, quali is not where the points are given out. This is where Joe needs to be out front by 4 seconds now from Tunsil. And then we've still got Forrest, Little Horace and Gio. Paddy Luke up to 7th. Alex, the pole sitter, don't know where it is. And then we've got control back up from the points of Joe and the points as well. With Bob, Bergie, Fitz, 10-second penalty, and then we've got Leon bringing up rate on. Leon just decided to get a penalty as well at the same time. Joe, 4.5 seconds in front now from that rear. Let's have a quick look. We've only got like 6 laps to go before the end. There we go. Just to see where I can pick the route. Like I said, Tunsil's only got the 1 penalty. He's 1 second ahead of Forrest. Yeah, keep his podium if he's lucky. So for new anyway, you need a 7 point nothing. Almost 5 seconds ahead of Akia, who's managing to keep Tunsil at that 1.5 second gap. Forrest is starting to he only needs another half a second, and he's going to steal 3rd place off Tunsil. Like I said before, I've said it a million times. Penalties fuck your race, and it could take that podium away from Tunsil if he's not there. Although he's just increased by a couple of tenths, the gap to Forrest. No, he hasn't got the wrong place. Forrest is right on that cusp of 3 seconds. Methinks that Tunsil may lose by the end of the race his podium through that 3-second penalty because Forrest is only 2 points after Forrest is. What's the matter with what's the matter with seems to have slowed down quite a bit. He's still 2 seconds off the back of that here, but he's dropped into the clutches of Forrest. And then we've got Gio and Little Horace. We've paddled in 7th and Alex doing in 8th. From control, Jonas in the points. It's only 1 for new. He's quite a way off the back of control to be fair. With Bob, Leon and Poogie. Hey, in my opinion, it doesn't matter that he lost. It's his first race in the league, and he's still gone. 3 people are not still gone. 2 of them are regular drivers, and have been here for a while. So, in my book, Poogie's DNR, he's still circulating, which is all good. Right, where's Joe? 5.8 ahead of Atley. Tunsil 2.1. Forrest. I think Boris is just going to take third on the road at this rate. Not wait for the penalties to kick in. It's been a canny race. It's been quite a clean race. I haven't seen anything majorly naughty. Yes. Well, except that who won the try to get up past. That seemed like, you take that place away. I think Tunsel's tyres are destroyed, which is a bit weird again. But I mean, he should hang on to. I mean, look at all the penalties behind him. He should hang on to fourth. But he has dropped, hasn't he? He was even for the lead before, but yeah. It seems like his tyres are not very, they might make it to the end, but they're not very competitive. Whoa, that's an unusual sight. Take a screenshot. The man, the myth, the legend. That's a 3-second track limits penalty. That's a very unusual thing. That's why I'm making such a big deal of it. Right, Joe, out front by 6.5 seconds new from Atlia. Atlia could be on the podium, although Atlia's been on the podium before. I'm not sure, but he's doing a good job. And he's still got 1.5 seconds ahead of Forrest. Well, I think that's the biggest player, the closest battle on the track at the minute is second and third. Can Forrest be anything about Atlia ahead of him? He's destroying his tyres as well. Lap 24th, 26th. He's close to the end now. Still plenty of time for Joe to spin. We've seen it before. I'm sure we'll see it again. Only 1.5 seconds between second and third. Can Forrest get himself into the DRS of Atlia ahead? It's going to be a great battle if he can get there. Well, we can, although this is not going to count. He wasn't within 1 second. Just over the DRS. Still not going to get it new. Next opportunity is still in second. At the Wellington. Half a second two behind Atlia. How hard will Atlia fight this to keep second place? And will he manage? I mean, will he manage? That's and will he fight that hard that his parents just decide to destroy themselves? Keep watching and we'll find out. I'm not a fucking psychic. What will be, as they say. So Joe now still 6.5 seconds in front. It looks like it's going to be his race. But I've seen Joe lose. Before. There he is going at the top of the shot. Here we go. Forrest. DRS overtake on Atlia. It was crazy. Now how hard will Atlia fighting back, or will he just let him go? Dude, still better than fucking nothing, isn't it? Podium to podium. And the first race of the season, the podium is just brilliant. Starting to pull away Forrest from Atlia. We've still got Tonsil fourth with Gio. These two have been nose to tail the entire race, but right, less nose to tail, but you know what I mean. They're right behind each other. With Little Horace there in sixth. 15 seconds off the back of Little Horace with Alex control, and Jonas still in the points. He's going to keep them points as well, without that point as well. It's like the people behind him have got loads of points. With Krogi, Bob and Leon. So where is Joseph? He's going to start his last lap. Just 6 seconds ahead of Forrest. Forrest got newer tyres, but yeah, he's not going to catch Joe in one lap, unless Joe does his usual Lord Spinnerson trick. Oh, who's that over there? Oh, it must be a backmark. That's okay. Had to be a backmark. Not sure which one I might be Leon. Yeah. So Joe up 5.5, just under 5.5 seconds from Forrest, who's pulled a 3-second gap in one lap on Atlia. Of course, Atlia didn't come to pits, neither did Joe, but I really don't think Forrest's going to catch him. As hard as he's driving, he's not going to catch Joe. He's gone through cuts for the last time. Even if he got a 3-second penalty, he knew he's not going to lose it, is he? Here we got through maggots and Beckett's for the last time. Nice and simply done. There's no need to push your car to destruction when you've got all that time behind you. Yeah. Although he's still got 2 or 3 corners left to go sideways as Joe. No, he's taking it nice and easy with that. No need to push it like when you've got that kind of thing. 129.641. Bob just buys a set of softs on and bangs into the fastest lap. But your leader and your winner, here he comes. From Silverstone, it's Joe from Forest in second. And then it should be up here. Where is that here? Maybe 6 seconds behind Forest. Well, that'll be the tyre city racing. And then his, Gio, Little Horace and Chase races. Why is Tonto all the way down? Never mind. Little Horace in 5th. Here comes Paddle Boy. On the road 6th, but I'm not sure he's going to keep it. We'll have to wait and see. Alex and Tonto took that lead behind him. Yeah, what happened to Tonto? With control 9th. So now lead up his horse in 10th. That is your last point. Then we've got Boogie. Army for his first race, not in the points, just through to the points. I think 11th is going to be the worst pace in the world to actually finish. But is he going to? It's going to be 12th, so that's not going to be too bad then. Bob takes him on the last DRS straight, on the last lap to take 11th. Yep. Whoa, Brookie hits that curb really. 11th across the line is Bob with Purgy 12. Maybe last the second, but he didn't get last the first. He got milk for that. Yeah, I'm shocked. Yes, you are actually, David. You're the bastard. I don't care. There's your top 3. What Joe's back? Straight to top of this shop. Can you fucking believe it? I think he's cheated. Oh, Joe has always been a good peddler. Just proved it. Absolutely crap qualifying to win the race. Can't ask for much more than that. Champagne straight. I bet that gets sticky in some funny old races, doesn't it? It's fastest lap 129. 129, 641, and that was by Bob, wasn't it? Forest and Atlee. Right, that's it, your winner, Joe from Forest and Atlee. That was your top 3 with Gio, Little Horace, Paddle, Alex, Tonsil, Control, and Jonah in the points, and then we've got Bob, Porgy and Leon, and your 3 non-finishers were Softcock, Whoa, Tribe, and Nick. Right, that is it from Silverstone, our first. Oh no, wait a minute. How I've got to give it to Joe. I'm sorry, I know people are going to go, no, fucking Joe. But it's his first race back in the league for quite a long time, to be fair. He had a crap qualifying, and he came in first. You can't ask much more for it. I mean, you know, if that's not driver of the day material, then what the fuck is? You know what I mean? So Joe gets me driver of the day. Excellent. Next week, we are in Singapore. So please, if you've got now better to do with your lives, come join me and the lads on the grid of Singapore. So until then, I'm going to love you. Of course, I'm going to leave you. Good night for now.